At the recent PiggyVest Finance Roundtable held in Lagos, industry leaders, financial experts, and business owners gathered to discuss Nigeria's evolving financial landscape using insights from the recently published PiggyVest Savings Report 2024. The event served as a platform for deep conversations on finance habits, business growth, and shifting savings patterns in an economy struggling with inflation and unstable cash flow. The Finance Roundtable underscored the complex financial realities of Nigerians. Between economic uncertainty, savings struggles, and gender-based financial disparities, the event shed light on the urgent need for financial education, better savings culture, and stronger financial inclusion policies.
It is our duty to be able to do the trainings and make these trainings accessible to women, so they are growing scalable businesses and they are creating scalable businesses, they are hiring people, they're creating jobs, and they're creating value. But in addition to that, also them now being able to access the funding and the capital that they require in order to really scale these businesses and take them to the next level as well. It's kind of a two-pronged thing. These women don't have access, and as much access as they should. And also, I think there is more that the public, private sector, the tech sector should be able to do or should be doing to be able to include women into the industry.
In the face of inflation, what each business needs to do is be smart. You need to look at all of your costs, and you need to cut where you can, where you don't need to spend, because now the things that were needs are times 2, times 3 of what they used to be, and that means you need to reduce your wants. This is even as a business, even in terms of where you want to invest. Now, just because there's inflation does not mean that there are not opportunities. So you also need to look at what those opportunity areas are and invest more in those. So take some of your cost-cutting measures and invest in the areas that are going to yield even better opportunities.
When people cannot put food on their table, you're right, they cannot save. But we were talking a lot about how access to credit is what helps people actually, change their lives, change their tax bracket, begin to actually live lives that are sustainable and scalable. I think that there is only so much that the private sector can do to help people save, put food on their table. There is a gap there that needs to be filled by the government, that needs to be filled by us, like taking initiatives socially, social intervention. Because the truth is, if you can't eat, you can't save. And if you're under the poverty line, savings is so divorced from your reality. But you still have needs, and you still need to save, and that's where the government comes in.
The one thing that we've taken upon ourselves at LSCTF is to train, to educate these business owners. Before we give them these loans, we educate them on what they need to have, so that when they come on board, it's easier for them to access this loan. So education is one thing that we have prioritized, and we continue to prioritize before we give the loans and even after we give it. So we have different business support services that we currently offer, which also help these businesses to continually educate them on what they need to know and how to scale their business beyond what it is currently.
Business owners have to optimize for creating real value, because people are spending less and less, and they would only spend on things that are valuable to them. So as a business owner, this is the time to actually try to cut costs, right? This is the time to look at your books and see what you need to do to improve efficiency in the business. How can you move the needle very quickly? How can you, offer more value to the customer per time now, because customers are now more aware of what they spend per time on whatever it is they're spending. So because of that, as a business owner, you have to be sure that whatever it is you're selling makes sense to the customer. Customers are no longer going for luxury stuff or just a want. Whatever it is you're selling has to be a major need, right? So I think that's something that businesses have to look into this period to be able to continue to sustain themselves.
Inflation is really, really dropping and actually reversing. So we believe that more Nigerians should be more bullish, invest more, actually start new businesses, because it's going to get more and more, easy, to start businesses now. The inflation is coming down. That's just the truth. So I think that's the first part. I'm also very optimistic with the way the government policies have actually shaped, our economy today, and I think the results are showing. and we're seeing stability. It's now easy for us to plan 6 months to 9 months